Going up against the Buccaneers, Week 13, game number 12 of the season, and they are 5-6, and we're 9-2. But we did just lose to a team that was 4-6 last week, so we could probably lose if the Buccaneers play us right. They got Doug Martin. He's a stud running back. He's no joke. Dolph! My dog is barking at nothing because he's an idiot.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers come into today's game looking for a way to pick up win number 10 on the season. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Chargers. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Diego Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their five-game winning streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, the Bucs haven't been a joke, apparently. And let me go ahead and switch it over. Super Sim.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
So here's the Charger.
And we got
to and leading him out, their veteran.
I heard nice spin, but you see there, 17 touchdowns now, only 7 interceptions. And I've been looking very good lately. Against this Tampa Bay defense, we could have a pretty big game here. Time will tell.
They'll come out throwing here.
That's the Rick, right off the rip.
A quick hitter on the slant, that's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
He'll drop to throw.
Nice play action. Time in the pocket.
And no escaping this time.
Tried to throw it down the field.
They got him for a sack.
Man, we got offensive line to their job. They got me time.
He's the one that
it just took a little too long for that play to fold out, you know.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, you see there,
really
Johnny tried.
A chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening
3 and out, definitely a passing situation. I thought that was going to be a running play. I was kind of hoping for one, actually.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Time in the pocket again. Way down the field to Marshall Brown. Fantastic.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Marshall's coming off a season-best game last game. And if he keeps it up like that, he could get into a rhythm and just be a very key focal point in our offense for the next half the season. Last third of the season, I should say. Dillon gets nowhere. He had a big struggle last game.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve.
Went to throw that, but receiver just wasn't ready.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL.
3rd and long
and
again.
When this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Jordan in the slot.
Extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to
And that's to Van Gordon. And wow. Back-to-back third and long completions. One to Marshall Brown, one to Austin Van Gordon. Our offense looking inconsistent, but able to keep it going. And I get hit as I throw there. Hard to fault that play, just a good rush. You know, that's the second time that they've gotten pressure on me in the pocket already here in the first drive. Something to look out for going forward in this game. Last game I was only sacked once, so keeping that going is important.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's to Thompson again. That's a first down again. Another nice 20-yard pass just about.
First and 10. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball.
Dylan runs it. It's a couple of yards.
You change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down.
And this is where our offense is usually not at their best.
And now they're looking for the big
We have trouble punching it in.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And Pribble catches it,
and create some space in the run
but
game.
just doesn't have enough space to spin to the end zone there.
Make it 3rd and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Van Gordon had it,
Goes incomplete,
but he gets it ripped out of his hands.
That's one he definitely normally
And again, within 5 yards. I had to settle for 3. That is frustrating.
But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have.
So a play like that last game where I think it was Jordan who had it in this game in the end zone. But it just was forced out.
Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense.
And now time for our number 1 ranked defense,
They only gave up 3 points.
which struggled the last couple of weeks
For the defense.
to go out there and try to do something.
Come out to the 20 this year, they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 pick in the 2015 draft, and that's Jameis Winston.
The talent that he has, it attracts you. But the charisma that he possesses, it solidifies.
And against a young quarterback in a run-heavy scheme, let's see if maybe we can force ourselves a couple of interceptions this year.
Now a run with Martin.
Colton catches back up to him and gets him. Martin jukes out one defender, but that juke slowed him down just enough for Colton to catch up to him.
Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down,
Martin gets the first down, but Colton again brings him down. Devin Yoakum involved in the tackle there.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation.
Wow, a fumble! But Martin recovers it. I think that was Juicy that forced the fumble. We'll watch it. No, we're not going to watch it again. It was either Juicy or Troy. Those guys have forced a lot of fumbles this year.
This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
Yeah, we're getting to the QB.
Downfield or moved away from it. In this case, though,
I'm liking the pressure, and that's what I said in the write-up. If anybody read that, I said, you know, last week we only got to the quarterback a couple of times all game, but when that's happened this year in the past, we immediately answer back with a big sack-heavy, pressy game. And I'm expecting us to do much the same to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here today. That's way down the field, and he overthrew it. If Breezy wanted to, he probably could have caught that for an interception. He decided against it, apparently. Either way, ball is going to go back to us. We're going to have a chance to get some more points.
Just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get
Anger.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath
Not a
route.
good
For the
punt.
guy on the fly, but as you said,
Collins jukes one.
a good return
Almost
there,
jukes two. A decent
13
return there for him.
And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll give it to
Dylan
him right
gets
up the gut.
4, maybe.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well.
It's way down the field. I think Marshall was probably open. Probably would have been a first down catch for him, too.
Now it's 3rd down.
Instead, we went down the field to either Van Gordon or Thompson.
Certainly was, because
But I keep getting this time in the pocket.
To get a pass completed. Yeah,
Now I don't even know who I was
just
throwing that one
wasn't there.
to.
Let's give some credit to the defensive
This is a
guys
bad
on
decision.
that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here.
60-yard field goal attempt. It's up.
And his kick is
It's
absolutely
good.
perfect.
Damian,
That'll make
60
it
yards.
here in the first.
Fantastic.
And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for.
Way down the field goes.
Float this one deep right side.
Wow, what a play by Devin Yoakum to break that up.
The target that
Winston
time was
threw that
Jackson,
way down the
and
field.
that'll bring up 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Winston with a give to Martin. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Juicy, Hayden, Sean,
a 3rd down.
all there to beat him.
Watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves
3rd and long.
Jameis to throw.
And he hits Jackson.
Right side caught
Gets
by
the first
Jackson.
down.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. To throw is Winston.
Jackson again.
Jackson complete.
Wow.
Give him 13 yards there on the play.
Good drive.
Set it down.
Cooking here for the
That was a
Bucs.
nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Winston now.
Time in the pocket. That's to Safarian Jenkins. He gets destroyed by Julian Taylor, but holds on to the ball regardless.
I know I'm not in the rooting business, but I really like this kid, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. Good catch there. I'm just hoping he can stay on the field and have some good health.
Now the Bucs hoping so too. Limited to 16 games total his first 2 seasons combined.
He is quite a target for a young quarterback. Jameis Winston.
Doug Martin gets caught in his offensive lineman. He might have been able to make a big play there if he didn't. Either way, 6-yard gain is nothing to scoff at, especially against our defense.
On this drive.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while,
a nice
I'm not
play there,
too.
too.
The guy's going to want to run up and tackle him.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career.
Wow.
To make that type of a catch.
Jameis Winston moving down the field.
Time and a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that
right there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Just a good play. Just a good drive for their offense.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
This has been a trend for our defense the last few games. We've seen more drives down the field against us.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little
Doug Martin
gain.
averaging 4 yards a
6-yard
carry.
Pick up, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. That is
He throws that one away.
He was trying to get it to Cecil Shorts that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback.
And they're going to get 6.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins.
They look pretty polished right there on that drive, that's for sure.
And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. So
Vincent
on 3rd
Jackson.
and medium, they dial
I don't know
up
if
the
he actually
pass,
had a
and it
touchdown.
works to hit the end zone.
And it's
I don't
really
know if
not a
that's close
surprise
enough
to me.
to
That's a throwing
challenge
down in the
either.
NFL because of how tough it is to run
They're
the
not
football.
going to.
But what offenses like to do is still
Well
short
earned.
run
That was just a hell of a
formations
drive.
to make
Grind them out.
respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone.
11
and made
plays.
It pay off.
And they took up most of the first quarter with that drive, too.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is taken near the
Gavin's
13.
going to take it.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Buccaneers defense, we watch them get set to go. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give them a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations. But you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this.
Way
drive.
down the field.
He's going to float this one deep right
Van
side.
Gordon.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Jesus.
A big play there for San Diego.
How big of a play was that?
60 yards.
60 yards. That's a big time play, man. Big time arm to throw it that deep down the field. And that's just us trying to answer back quick.
We come back. 7-6 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football.
Let's see how we work here in the second quarter. We're in an excellent chance to score. That's to Marshall.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be
hell of a catch. But it was only for a yard.
Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Marshall up to 2 catches today.
The play clock's running down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
To Rick, who gets 6.
And he takes it in.
We answer back in 3 plays, I believe.
Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to
Eric
retake
Thompson,
the lead.
3rd catch of the day.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive
That
coordinator,
is just how you answer back right there.
Forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very
That
well.
big, highlighted by that 60-yard throw down the field. Perfect play. With a couple of small passes. Marshall making a hell of a catch on a short pass and
Adam Humphries on
catch.
The return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They set up the screen to Martin.
And Martin
and able to break
gets
one
a few
tackle,
yards.
but then quickly brought down. It's a
3rd and
4-yard
6.
pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage.
No time in the pocket. Dave
Timing,
Canone gets to Martin.
Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game. I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys.
And we're going to go ahead and get the ball back again.
Ran to it and
We've scored in every drive so
Third
far.
down stop by them.
Nice
And a
punt.
nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out on
But when
the
I can throw it
field.
60 yards down the field, and Dylan has a tendency to get 50-yard runs, it's really hard to count us out when we have to work our way down the field. And that's an interception. Wow.
And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard
My first
line.
interception in several weeks. And I couldn't have come at a more inopportune time, as they could score very easily here.
You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it
No
doesn't
time in the
work,
pocket for Winston. He has to throw it away.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have.
Fighting for the end
That's
zone.
a fumble.
The football. It's out.
And did we recover?
Over there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know,
Wow.
hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board.
It's hard to even tell who caused that fumble. It's hard to tell who recovered that fumble. All I know is that just happened, guys, on the 2-yard line. What a back and forth there.
That didn't happen.
Try to shake off the interception.
Way down the field.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And that's another interception.
And it's intercepted.
Jesus.
By the first rounder, Vernon Hargraves. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie.
That one isn't so much my fault. That's a 50-50 ball, you know.
Preparation, looking forward to this opportunity, and
Just trying to throw it down the field.
When you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your
But either way, 3 turnovers
as well makes it a little bit
within
tougher
4
for
plays
him.
of each other.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They run it again with Martin.
Martin, first down and then some.
They pick up 12 on the play there.
He's been having a hell of a game.
Now that's the Doug Martin we saw, not just in his rookie year when he burst on the scene out of Boise State, but how about in 2015?
And man, what a game this has been already.
From Tampa Bay.
Yeah, you mentioned it
from the turnovers to the big catch to the nice drive by Jameis Winston.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on
reading some of the scores down at the bottom.
But you still have to be alert.
Carson Palmer looking pretty good for the Cardinals, apparently.
The first carry here for Jaquiz Rodgers. And he's going to fight his way
he got a few yards there.
Gain.
That's a holding call that's going to nullify that run.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him through the flag. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And
that could be a drive killer if they don't make some noise here on this play.
Following the penalty, Martin. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the
Denver
pickup
got
there, and now they'll have to contend with a
Jacksonville Jaguars.
13.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level
Green Bay and
defensive
Houston
line,
tie.
second level linebackers,
Cincinnati beats Philadelphia.
On that run, that was what we call a first
Miami
level
beats
run,
Baltimore.
and was stopped by a second level player.
Third and long
San
for
Francisco
Winston.
beats Chicago.
Coming, and he's taken down.
Dave Canone gets a big sack there.
A loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe...
I don't know, I think Troy was more involved on the sack part of that.
Happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's been a busy
almost
man
blocked
here in this
that
first half as he gets it away. And this
that
is
one just goes in the end zone.
Continue on into the end zone.
I'm going to step back a little bit and kind of relax a little more here.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
Here we go. I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy.
Welcome to the stream, viewer number 2.
Now he's got to probably think about
halftime, he missed 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery, a 60-yard catch by Oscar Van Gordon.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Dylan
right
having another hard game on the ground here today.
3 yards shy of the first
Got a
down
comment
marker.
here.
Now it's third down.
I'm on. Who scored for us? Rick caught a touchdown pass. That's who scored. Damien's kicked 2 field goals. One was a 60-yard one. You've had 2 catches so far. Austin's had a 60-yard catch.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Jordan's had a couple of catches. I've thrown 2 interceptions, both of them back-to-back throws, actually, for me.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down.
But right after I threw my first interception, we recovered the fumble at the 2-yard line. So
they're playing press coverage.
it was crazy back and forth.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
And Dillon just, last couple of games, he has not been able to do anything on the ground.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down to 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited.
Nothing happening on the ground for us today.
I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
Yeah, Jordan in the slot here.
Out there now on 3rd and 13. Now
that's a screen to Dillon.
And he'll be brought
he just can't
right
go anywhere with
it.
We're going to have to punt it. Our first punt of the day, I think.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And now a high kick,
nice
trying
kick
to pin
here.
him back. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
Indianapolis is 0-11 on here.
On the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
That's crazy.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them.
Doug Martin having a decent game against us today.
Do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line.
In my write-up, I talked about, you know, the key to beat us is to dip and duck your way down the field, have a strong running game. You know, against us, a strong running game is an average running game. So, what Martin's doing here is the proven formula for how offenses beat us.
They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter.
50. We've allowed 100 rushing yards 4 times this season. 2 times we lost.
And create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move.
If you could get 100 yards on the ground against this defense, hit your tight end a lot. Tight ends usually have good games against us. There's a history of that. From Dwayne Allen, he did pretty good against us. Last week it was Owen Daniels, I think.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops,
they got the franchise up here.
Now, they've made it very difficult.
Yeah, last week Owen Daniels 8 catches.
He's been terrific so far.
The week before that against Miami, Jordan Cameron had 13 catches.
He gets this one away,
and the week before that, Delaney Walker had 8 catches.
And no one there
before that,
hits at the 8, but it carries all the way
Jacob
into the
Tammy only had 4. Atlanta targeted Craig Stevens a lot, 5 catches.
And now San Diego getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see.
Tammy had 5 catches. The week before that,
and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion.
Luke Wilson with 2, but he left with an injury that week. Did Van Gordon just go hard in the paint there for 80 yards? Whoa.
A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
That's a running play. That just happened, guys. I thought it was a catch. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm looking at stats here. And then next thing you know, I see Austin sprinting down the field. Look at that spin move. No holding call or anything like that. Oh, man.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Humphries.
But anyways, yeah, so this season,
24-yard line. The Chargers defense,
tight ends have had crazy good success against our defense. I don't know, that's just because we're smaller. We got a lot of smaller guys on our team.
They created a very short and
they tried to make everybody's weight and height match their real life self. So yeah, while we got the talent, we don't have a lot of the size.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. That's going to go as a loss of
and yeah, 2-minute drills. This is where our defense doesn't usually look too good.
Moving quickly to the line. Second down, Winston.
There's a holding call, I believe.
Complete, Safarian Jenkins.
That's going to hurt.
Down.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now a second down throw for Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now
false start, and that's going to hurt them even more.
Look like one of the Bucs may have moved.
I like how he jumped down the stream, Marshall, instantly asking who scored.
The offense really backed up now on third down.
He's so desperate. You're like, I want a touchdown. I'm hoping to get one before the end of the season. Wow, Martin just lost a ton of yards. Forward progress, though, so I guess that's
So
really
that means
matter.
they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as
And now
we get
our offense is going to get the ball with 1:16 left. See what we can do.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a
What a
good
punt.
one. And a nice special teams job here. This is
Wow.
going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
He kicked that almost 90 yards. Oh, I think he did kick that over 90. I think 90.
And now
90
San Diego getting set
probably
to
closer
go.
to like 100.
And coming off a one-play
You see, I got
drive,
the 2
it was so
interceptions.
deflating for the defense. What's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So
Kimball?
now,
No, that's Jordan Primble.
Are they ready to read their keys
That
and
was
make the
for sure
proper
Zach.
plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
If you're running out route, it's likely
Jordan having a
you end
pretty
up near
quiet
the
game.
sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice.
So far, definitely the player of the game for us on offense has been
Sure it
Austin.
was a catch.
They'll set up to throw.
That's to Dilly.
Safety valve
Gets the
here.
first
That's
down.
complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the
it's gonna be
backfield.
third
You're
and
expecting
7.
him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, we were
No
just
doubt
trying to
about
run
it.
off the
Good
clock.
open field
Anyway.
tackling held
You
it
see
to
there,
an okay game.
2 big plays to Austin.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA
touchdown.
Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Chargers are happy to be in front right now and just want to
So
play
while it's
2 more
halftime, there's no
solid
action on the
quarters.
field. Might as well talk
Buccaneers
about
just
the
want to come out after the half and
my ideas
claw
for
their way back
baseball.
into the game.
I've
All
been
right,
working
let's take a
on
look at some of
baseball.
the highlights from the first half.
I think we're gonna pick the Padres.
Buccaneers
Now,
come on 3rd and 4. Quick pass and he finds
the thing with the
Safarian
baseball
Jenkins.
franchise
And
is
after
that
the short
because
pass, he'll score.
between me and
Buccaneers go
Dylan,
up
we have
by
such a
1.
vast history of guys that we made up when we were kids.
Now 1st and 10,
You know, it's kind of
the
like
catch will be
basketball,
made
to where
deep
like
down the field,
I just
and the
know
play
how I
will
want
come
to create
an
these
end after a
guys,
gain
and I
of
know how
60.
I want the
Chargers
team to
later on
look.
the drive, the catch is made in double coverage, and
However,
this four-play drive
because it
goes
is a
for
franchise
touchdown.
mode and there's going to be
They go
3
up by
25-man
6.
rosters, plenty of space for anybody who wants to be created.
1st and 10,
I cannot guarantee you that you'll be playing
take it in for a touchdown.
a lot,
The
if
Chargers
ever.
up now by 13.
I could give
that'll do
you
it for us here
daily
in Orlando.
updates on
For the
what
call
your
of the
players
second
did,
half, let's hand it back over
but
to
I probably
Brandon
will
and
only be doing the Major
Brandon.
League teams games. I'm not going to be doing AAA.
And this will be
And,
a touchback as that sails over the end
Everything's
line.
going to be simulated.
Out come the Buccaneers.
So if you're
They'll have
interested in
the
being
first to start in
created,
the third quarter. They have the
give
ball
me your
here for the
information, the
inaugural
position
drive
you
of the
want,
second
all that
half.
stuff.
Pretty big deficit,
Just don't
though. We'll
expect
see what
to
adjustments were
find
made
yourself
in that locker
playing
room.
And I never want to make something
often,
more
if not
important
ever,
than it
like I
actually
said.
is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this
I'll
is
tell you right now,
doing it, though. This is a really important
starting
drive.
rotation,
We often talk
Andy
about
Benz
teams scripting
is
plays to start a
accurate
game.
lefty.
A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're
Kinda
scripting
like a
something
lefty
that
Greg
they expect
Maddox,
to get them into the end zone
I guess
and
you
back
could
into
say.
this game.
We'll
Jake
see if that
Macchio
script is a good one for him.
is a
A bit
fireball.
of ground to make up for the offense as they face a second and 11.
Really fast fastballs, nice sweeping stuff. He's a strikeout master.
Now Jameis on second down. Toward the
Who else do I
center of the
usually create
field,
for
but it's
pitchers?
incomplete.
I know
The
Dylan
intended
got
target,
Billy
the tight
Taylor.
end, Austin Safarian Jenkins. Third down here.
He's a
As tight
closer
ends go,
turned
he
into a
might not
starter.
provide
He's
the
also a
super
lefty.
flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable.
Just an overall
Usually
beast.
excellent
Probably
target,
gonna be our number
and normally
1 or 2
catches
starter.
what's thrown to him.
Matches
Did not
probably number
play.
3. Trying to think of more off the top of my head. Usually I'll sit down and I'll come up with the roster and we'll brainstorm together. Relievers. Well, I also know I got the 3 Cantia brothers. They were always one of my favorite things to create because all 3 of them were specialized in knuckleball.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third
there's
and
Lyle,
long, so throwing the
Jason,
football was
and
probably
Ken.
the smart play to try and
Lyle
pick it
and
up,
Jason
but they don't get it, and now the
are
defense
both
goes off the
left-handers.
field feeling pretty good about themselves,
Jason
gaining
is
some momentum
long
as they force
reliever,
them into a likely punting
spot
situation.
starter type guy. Lyle is a starter.
High kick here as he'll try to hang it up there.
Lyle is the oldest brother, but he throws the softest of the
Right
3.
by him.
And Jason is a fireballer. And then Ken Cantia is like a setup guy. He's man. He throws sidearm. He's right-handed, unlike his other 2, and he's the adopted brother. You know, this is all stuff, stories that we made up when we were like 8 or 9. You know, that we got the 2 brothers and the adopted 3rd little brother, and he throws sidearm and throws like 100 miles an hour.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing
always
the
created
football
Ken
at
Carroll
all
for my
costs. But
closer.
I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game
There's so
plan
many, dude.
this early in the
Catcher,
second
there's
half.
Pete Boulevard,
Second
who
down,
I'd probably
offense
have
behind the
to
sticks
move
here.
because
Second and 13.
it is my franchise, and Dave Canone's my man. Dave Canone.
Time running out here on the play clock.
There's Fred
They'll
Braun,
run it now out of the
who
gun.
I started
And he'll
using as
take
a
this up
catcher,
near the
but now he's
35,
kind of
maybe the
evolved into a
34.
catcher slash
It'll
third
be a
baseman role.
5-yard pickup there,
He's
so
like
from
a
second and 13,
DH
they're back to a more
specialist
manageable
almost.
3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense,
really big home run
energizing
hitter.
for an offense. Finding
First
a way to
baseman,
create
there's
that
Don
type of
Monte.
yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the
There's,
ball very, very happy.
Man, there's the one guy Dylan had that was
So offense moving a little too slow there,
crazy
could not
at
get
first base,
set,
too.
and they get the penalty.
Second baseman. I always had Speedy Burns. Shortstop, there's Gary Babone.
Still third down.
Also at third base, there's Bob Hendenman.
And with that
The
penalty, the
outfield,
offense
we got
in a
a
tough
rich
spot
outfield,
here,
too.
3rd and
There's,
13.
Eddie Vaughn. And, man, you know what's crazy is that I had John Abstract.
Wide
what a
open
good play.
receiver complete. 18 yards there and a first down. And boy, they had
I might change some of these guys' names to something more a little realistic. You know, their names that I came up with when I was,
otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed,
8 or
all
9.
that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Play clock winding down, and they'll go on the ground. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. The room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast.
My plan with baseball is
really spilling a lot
probably
of
gonna do
runs
manager
before they
mode.
got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week.
That way I'll have some control into things. Human error won't be a big part of gameplay.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is
what that means is
after you've made the
I might not be able to
initial
engage in
move,
as much
receivers breaking
conversation.
away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
The play clock's running down. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
No time in the
And
pocket.
no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll look to throw.
And that's to Marshall Brown. What a play.
Get this one down near the 20-yard line.
I think Marshall breaks that tackle. He might have 6.
25 yards.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Time running out here on the play clock. Well, now they'll try the end around.
Wow.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defender, you're eager to be involved in every play. So when the action goes away from you, a lot of times you run after the ball. But in this case, what a terrific job by the defender staying home and taking care of his responsibilities.
It'll be a gain of 8
And I haven't
yards,
missed a pass
and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Almost a quarter.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue.
Jordan almost has 6 points.
That one goes for 16 yards.
Jordan's our leading touchdown receiver.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense.
We're probably going to try to punch it in with our legs here.
Between the passer and
Not
the
before we
receiver,
go up
because
and
you gotta
overthrow
read those
Van
zones
Gordon.
and where the open spots
I'd say try to
are, and
pass
be
it
on
one
the
more
same
time. If
page
that
with the guy
doesn't
throwing
work,
the football. Because
push it
sometimes
in
you're
there,
throwing it
right?
in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when
we're in good shape to win so
really
far.
Effective.
They'll set up a throw. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
All right. I'd like another
I
touchdown.
can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. Now a handoff here to
And
the
yeah,
running back.
we're not going to
And
get it.
this one will wind
Dylan
up with
is
him
not
losing
having a
yardage
good day.
back to the 4-yard
12
line.
rushes, 10
and
yards.
A loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. Play clock winding down. And his kick is indeed good.
Third.
And they will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3.
And Brock Kutsa getting in the backfield. His 10th sack of the season.
7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And we say it all the time.
I believe Tricky Troy's got 15 now in this season.
Sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin.
There's Curtis Smithers on the tackle there.
Maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
But I think we know by now
Martin
that
at 3
every
yards
run
to
is
carry.
not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Way down the field.
He sets to fire deep.
And yeah, he just
so they took
overthrew it.
there on 3rd
Hasn't had
down.
much success throwing down the field like that today.
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's see if our offense can do something.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
See the yardage difference there. We got 322. They only have 100.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I think it's definitely a passing situation here at 3rd and 6, I believe.
Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
See Marshall running out to the slot, Rick at the slot, Dillon in the slot.
All right, here we go. And the play clock's running down. They'll look to throw.
That's the Tribble again.
Complete.
He continues to come up with big catches for him.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike
really
like
my
that,
2
have
interceptions.
explosive plays,
Outside of those 2 throws,
those types
hard
of
to
plays
say
that can
anything
knock a
against
defense
me
off balance,
as
that'll drive a team towards a victory.
quarterback today.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Dillon gets a
He showed
couple.
off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
A little over a
When you
yard
look
of
at the
carry for Billy
geography we're
today.
staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a
Overthrow
scat back
Austin
type,
in
and
the
he's
end
trying to
zone.
make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
I think Marshall might have been a better option in the
Looking to
middle
jam
of
the
the field.
receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
I don't think we can run it here.
Look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And I
that is
overthrow Austin
incomplete.
again. And it's like I just forget, the entire team forgets how to play offense once we get within 5 yards.
So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
After this game, I'm probably going to...
Flip it
Oh,
to
it's
the
a
kicker.
fake.
He looks like he's going to throw it.
And that's to Zach Kimball.
In the end zone for a Chargers
Damian
touchdown.
Johnson off the fake.
The fullback with his first
Wow.
career NFL touchdown. And the
That's
Chargers
Zach's
find a
first
way to
touchdown
stretch
catch
their
ever.
lead.
I don't know who exactly made the call. Wasn't the special teams coach, but it had to be okayed by the head coach. Gutsy call, fake field goal that results in a touchdown. A terrific play.
Wow, I was not expecting that at all.
The try
Damian
here for
gets
the
it done
extra
in more
point.
ways than one today. Kicking several field goals. Throwing a touchdown
And that
pass.
PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
I definitely think we had a W today, folks.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else. And the
That's
pressure
Troy
gets
on the
there,
sack.
and Winston goes down.
That brings him up to 16 on the season.
And it brings up second.
The record
Boy,
is
he
within
came
his
in off
reach.
the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a second down throw for Winston. Shorts on the reception over the middle. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the second down pass completion. On 3rd down, Winston. And this is going to be
There's a flag on the
incomplete.
play.
Holding offense.
Holding. I think we're going to decline that.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Rick was
And
in
he will
motion.
find his man on the outside.
So they might get 300
It's a
passing
gain of
yards again
6
today.
on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Our
We have played
defense
3
has definitely
quarters.
showed up today. And
We'll
our
return
offense,
with more after this. You're watching the
said, man.
NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego.
Hard to argue with results.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a
Awfully,
really nice
nobody's
defensive
here.
play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here.
Well, I'm trying to read your comment on my post, Sean, but
Time running out here on the play clock.
Facebook's being weird on my computer
Back to
right
throw
now.
here.
That's the
He's got
Van
his
Gordon
man on the
again.
crossing route. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
See if it works on my phone here.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you
Dillon's
control the ball.
still not able
and
to
that
get
way you
anything
are in
going.
control of the game.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
On any running play that's called, they're always
I believe I
hoping
hit
that's going to
300
break
passing
barriers
yards
and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do
That's
so
the
many
Marshall.
things anyway. You can come
And he
back
gets that
and run
first down.
essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually
He's
you
got
have the
4
defense
catches
back
for
on its
57
heels.
yards.
He's a rookie,
His
and you don't want to get
consistency
hung up on the word potential.
continues to
But when you
improve.
see him make catches like
Yeah?
that, you keep thinking to
You let
yourself,
Marshall know. You let
he's
Zach
good
know he
now.
scored.
He's got a chance to be great with plenty
I'm
of
shocked
work.
that he got a touchdown before
Play
you.
clock winding
I figured
down.
he'd be one of our main guys in the red zone, but
They'll run it
for whatever
out of the
reason,
gun. Oh, look at the juke.
That's
And
just
able
not
to
what's
break
gone
one
down.
tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And the play clock's running down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's
Kidder
Steve.
is complete. And
Breaks
he'll be
the
brought
tackle,
down
but
inside
then
the
gets
20 at
smacked.
the 19. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
time in the
They'll
pocket.
set up
And
the
that's to
throw.
Pribble
Throwing
again.
the slant pattern here complete. It's
Pribble's
a gain
been
of
very
9
important.
yards.
5
And it'll be
catches,
2nd
61
and about a
yards.
yard to go for the first.
In recent
You
years,
know,
the
it's a
slot
three-headed
receivers
monster
really gained
here
stature
between
in the NFL because they
Tribble,
can do so many things.
Eric, and
Yes, they
Van
can line up
Gordon.
wide like your normal wide receiver.
When we
but
get
they have
Marshall
the
involved, like
courage
we
and
had the last
toughness to
couple of
run routes
games,
in the middle of the field,
that's 4
become
guys that the other
dependable
team has
targets
to
for
worry
their
about.
quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that
Dillon
understood
fighting to
exactly
get
who the
that
first
2
down
yards per
marker
carry.
was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And
Dillon
they'll get
gets
him down
hit
here about the
immediately.
5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding time. And that'll be incomplete.
I don't know who I was throwing that one to.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Just can't get any guys open in the end zone.
Sack. The four-time Pro Bowler, Gerald McCoy, in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
See there, Marshall in double coverage. Steve and Rick on the outside, both of them covered. Nobody open in the field at all. Good defense.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far.
If we fake a touchdown pass here, well,
play clock winding down.
No, Damian's going to go ahead and just kick it.
And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
So with 7 minutes left, we got almost a 30-point lead. I'm assuming we're good to go.
What happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
87's mine. I got 87. Ready. Crunch. Flip it.
Winston now to throw on first down. Shorts has got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They set up the screen to Martin.
Doug Martin.
And some room to roam now.
Luckily, Cody Putney's there.
Just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
No, I mean, luckily isn't really a thing. Even if they scored here, it wouldn't mean
3
anything.
receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because you know, most defense there's 3 levels: D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and you throw the ball over their heads, and now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To the air again with Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
So after this game, I'm probably going to play some Infinite Warfare. I stay for the beta, really, until next weekend. My opinion is soured on it. You know, after day 1, I was really stoked about it. I was really feeling it. But then, you know, I just kind of day 2, day 3,
it's a gain of about 3, but it's
sour,
getting
more
third,
sour.
still
So
7 yards to go.
Well, so
They
many
got
times we look at a short
4
run
more
and we
days
praise
left
the
to
offense for
kind of
trying to
change
set
my
the
opinion
tempo
on it.
and establish things.
I'm
But
sure
the
my
defensive guys,
$60
hey, they just won the
doesn't
battle
mean
there.
shit to
Wasn't
them
a big
anyway.
run given up. They don't always have to
But
absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
we'll see.
They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I'm sorry, I'm running so much. I'm not even that tired.
They've got to think about changing up their play calling, some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it.
And yeah, they're just
try
going
and
to
give
go
it a little bit
here.
of help.
And
At this point, they're just trying to stop the bleeding a little
and
bit.
high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back.
And at this point, we're pretty much just going to be running with Dillon to try to run the clock
on
down.
the play there. 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We said
Pretty boring finish here, guys. The game was exciting until around halftime. But then,
I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the
really
game.
blew the game open.
The play clock's running down.
Their offense going to get any footing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
It's 2-minute warning now.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
And we're going to move to 10-2.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Alrighty. Let's see if we pass it here or if we just want to run out the clock.
They'll try the ground game here.
Dylan's going to run it, and he almost gets the
play
first
to
down.
the 37. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision.
Damien's going to kick another massive field goal. Little under the 60 that he had in the first quarter.
And this is good.
He makes that one too.
Gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just
255 plus yard field
and
goals
that will
today.
extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive.
And I don't know,
that
man.
has been a very common theme. He's now hit
I think I had
5
to
of
make
them in
a
this game.
special,
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense,
you know,
you hate that you've had to
special
call on your
teams
kicker so
MVP for
often,
this
but you
game
have to
just
love the
because of
fact
how
that
good
time
Damien's
and time
been.
again, he's come through.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take
That's
into
a
next
false
week?
start.
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want
Man,
to.
I just want
remember
this
one
game to
time
be
I was on
done.
a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get
Troy
better as we
hits
go
him
forward.
hard.
And he will lose yardage.
And I think
on the
they're just
play,
going to
back
try to
at
run
his
the
own
clock here.
19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know, the key to a good screen pass
No
is
need to waste the
Bet
free
you're gonna tell
timeouts
me good
and
blocking.
pulling on the
good
pain
blocking
here for
eventually.
Tampa Bay.
But first is good acting.
Buccaneers.
You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to
Throws that
whichever
one
side
away.
or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking.
You know, Jameis
How
looked
about
good
the
on that
read,
one
though,
drive
by the
early in the
defensive
game.
guys? They weren't fooled at all.
Outside of that, he looked really bad.
And smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He's going to let it. Got his man. Complete.
Wow, I thought Gavin
That one
caught
will go
that for a
down as
second.
33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Nice
And at
play.
this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
Gavin
I
was
think you're
up.
exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at
Yeah,
his
that's a
play sheet
50-50
and trying to
ball,
figure out
really.
which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the
Either
ball
one of
to
those
the
guys could've caught
playmaker
that.
that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Jameis now on first down.
What a hit by Gavin to break up that catch.
Second down.
With 20 seconds left. Just what a hit laid out.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. On second down, Winston again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's game, pretty much, basically.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. Third and 10
Offensive
now.
MVP is Austin Van Gordon. And I think that goes without saying at this point.
On third down, Winston.
On defense, well, there's John Pribble. Big day for the three brothers. John and Jordan Pribble, and then Zach Kimball, all producing today. Defensive MVP, I think gotta go with Troy. You know, he made a lot of big tackles, a couple of sacks. We're just gonna give it to Dylan here to end the game. And he does get his 2 yards of carry with that one. So Dylan did achieve to get over that. And
Charles, I think when the
that's going to wrap things up for us today. Pretty good game up until about the third quarter. And then the second half was all us, man. Thanks for coming in and chilling with me. Might be doing another game here in a couple of days. I've got a week until my driver's test. I'm going to try to get as much driving in as I can before then so I could pass. So I might not be as active this week. But you know, I feel like a couple of you guys are a game or two behind on the videos anyway, so works out for me, right? Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Later.